Hello, everyone, and praise the Lord. My name is Charles Stevens, and this is another double-edged sword video presentation. And today's subject, we'll be talking about what day of the week is the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day. What day is the Sabbath day? Is it Saturday, Sunday, or some other day? Did God declare Saturday as the Sabbath day? Let's take a look and see. No, God did not declare Saturday as the Sabbath day. I know y'all are shocked by that. Some of y'all. You say then, what day is the Sabbath day? So let's continue our presentation and let's see. Now let's first take a look at God's Sabbath day commandment. Here we're going to take it from Exodus 20, chapter 20, verses 8 through 11, King James Version. And God says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy maidservants, nor thy maidservants, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and restored and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. So now we know what God said in his commandment on the Sabbath day. So let's take a further look at that we can determine which day is actually the Sabbath day. Next, let's notice what the Sabbath day commandment did not say. But before I do that, first let me mention that Christians are not under the Sabbath day law. Please see my previous video. Are Christians required to observe the Sabbath day law at this URL address on YouTube for a full presentation as to why not. And there I go through almost an hour explaining why Christians are not under the Sabbath day. The following discussion is only for those others who desire to fully understand exactly what day of our present day week is God's holy Sabbath day. Number one, the law does not state that the Sabbath day must occur on a Saturday or on a Sunday for that matter. The only requirement is that the Lord's day of rest occur on the seventh day after having worked 6 days. Additionally, the original Hebrew calendar does not assign a word name for each day of the week. The words Saturday or Sunday are not found anywhere in the Bible, as the original Hebrew calendar simply assigns only numerical dates to each of the months, such as the first, the second, the third, etc., and the word Sabbath for the seventh day of rest. Secondly, the law also does not state that the first work day of the 6 work days must occur on the first day of the week, as the law was given independent of any calendar structure. For instance, if one had no calendar, the law could still be perfectly observed by simply repeatedly counting the days 1 through 7 and resting on the seventh day. Based on the letter of the law, the start of your 6-day work week, again, your 6-day work week, could start on any day. Therefore, your observance of the Sabbath could occur on any day of the week, depending on which day your work week started. Of course, the Jews have since established their 6 days of work to begin on what we now know as Sunday through Friday and observe the Sabbath on Saturday, while the Christians have established their 6 days of work to begin on Monday through Saturday and observe Sunday as their day of worship. However, Christians do not consider their worship on Sunday to be an observance of the Sabbath day law, as we are no longer under the old law of sin and death, but rather under the law of love, grace, and the spirit of life. Further, the Sabbath commandment does not prohibit anyone from worshiping on a Saturday, Sunday, or any other day for that matter. The only requirement is that you do not work on the seventh day of your work week, that you do not work on the seventh day of your work week. Besides, worship is not work, at least it shouldn't be. So, how did we get here, and why is the Sabbath day now only on Saturday? Well, we have the Babylonians to thank for that. In around 600 BC, the ancient Babylonians developed the 7-day week calendar that we now use today. They also determined the names of each day of the week as well as the order in which they appear on the calendar. They ordered the days of the week based on how fast each planet appeared to move in the sky, with the fastest one being the first day of the week, which is the sun. That's the only reason why Sunday is the first day of the week and Saturday is the last or seventh day of the week. Now, had the Babylonians decided to order the planets from the slowest to the fastest, then Saturday would have been the first day of the week and Sunday the last Sunday the last or seventh day of the week. However, Moses actually received the Ten Commandments from God between 1600 BC and 1300 BC. Therefore, the Sabbath was instituted about 700 to 1,000 years before the Babylonians even created a day called Saturday or assigned weekly names to each of the 7 days. In other words, God never said that Saturday was the Sabbath. God's commandment simply said, you may work 6 days, but the 7th day is mine. The Babylonian calendar rapidly spread throughout the land and became widely adopted. Once the Babylonian calendar firmly established Saturday as the 7th day, the Hebrews adopted it, and Saturday became officially the Jewish Sabbath day. Later in history, on March 7, 321 AD, the Roman Emperor Constantine decreed the 7-day week as a standard and the 7th day as a public holiday, and officially designated Sunday as the first day of the week in line with the Babylonian calendar. So let's go from here and see what's next. So now, as you can easily see, that God's Sabbath day commandment never designated any particular weekday name for observance of the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day commandment was given independent of a calendar. One only needs to establish his week of 7 contiguous days and then on the 7th day rest and observe the Sabbath of that week. All who observe the Sabbath today are utilizing the 7-day week calendar developed by the ancient Babylonians, which was later decreed as a standard in 321 AD by the Roman Emperor Constantine. So now we see that the Sabbath, in terms of God's commandment, was not on a Saturday. It was just simply you work 6 days and the 7th day you rest. And as time passed and the calendars came into focus, there were even some calendars with 8 days in a week and 10 days in a week. But finally, the Babylonians came up with the 7-day-a-week calendar. It got widely adopted, and that's what we have today. And the Hebrews adopted it, and so that's why now the Hebrews worship have their Sabbath on the Saturday versus any other day. One of the other things I want to do, there's a chart. So I want you to check this cool chart out in the next slide that depicts a quick overview of the development stages of the Babylonian calendar from the beginning to its present look today. Also, the entire YouTube video containing this chart can be found at the following URL address. The author is History Tea Time with Lindsay Holliday. It tells an exciting and very colorful story of the history of time, of seconds, how they came to be, minutes, hours, days, and weeks. And it's a very good video to watch. So I encourage you to take a look at that because it is very, very interesting and very uh, informative, should I say. Be blessed. Now we're going to take a quick look at. Now here's a picture of the chart that I was talking about. It lists the days of the week and how the Babylonians actually ordered all the planets based on the fastest one being the sun and the slowest one being Saturn. And that's how we got the names of our days of the week, starting from the sun, the moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. And then the Roman gods kind of pitched their 2 cents in with their Roman gods, Sol, Luna, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. You notice a lot of these gods are named after the planets. Then the German and Nordic gods got their part put in it too. The god Q and Odin and Thor and Frigg got into the development of the calendar and our final uh, modern English days of the week. And so we finally get to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and may God bless you, and you have a great evening or night or day, wherever you may be. And thank you for watching another double-edged sword presentation.